The temperature's outside routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. On the Carolina sideline, it's their head coach, Dave Canales. His guys coming off a road victory in their opener a week ago, looking to make it 2 in a row before heading home. His counterpart, the Cardinals, Jonathan Gannon. His team also... Matt Prater, been around a long time, will get us started here. And off we go from Glendale. Raheem Blackshear on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023. First play from the 25, and they'll throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, Young. They go back to Leggett. He's got another one. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And the Panther first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. Had to push through that one tackle, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
39-yard line.
To throw is Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Leggett. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Out comes Matthew Wright to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
First carry for James Conner. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They'll go again here to Conner. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's an Arizona first down.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the zone read, given to Conner. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Murray He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here comes second and full.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Brings up third down and 6.
To throw again is Murray. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1? And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
The Panthers offense ready now for their second drive. So, Greg, this was not a Christmas gift in May when the schedule maker said, hi, your season's going to start with back-to-back road games. However, win the first. If you can win here and then head home 2-0, man, this season takes on a very different tone.
Oh, there's no question. And, Mike, am I crazy, though? I could make an argument that I'd rather play the away games early in the season. We're fresh. We're not beat up. We don't have a roster that's depleted, getting a lot of new guys into it. When you get into the meat of the season, middle to back end, there's a lot of new guys playing for the first time. Practices are a little shorter. Travel's a little bit harder. You're not feeling as good. So if they can somehow get 2 early road wins here, knowing that now there's a lot of home games as the season unfolds, I actually think they could be doing themselves a favor.
First down.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
Carolina.
From the gun, it's Young. That one taken in right side by Legette. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's a run with their tight end. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
A second down throw for Young. Cross gets incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Now Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Carolina field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Cards offense ready to take over for their second possession. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they
in trouble, and down he goes. Derek Brown. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground. And it'll be brought down. It's a gain of 7. Good work by the defense on 3rd and long. Setting up 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division. Yet people overlook it at times, and maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike, you think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay won one recently with Brady. And then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan. And New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees. And Carolina, we played in a Super Bowl. I mean, this was a division you didn't want to play. Now, they've all fallen on their resets. New coaches, new quarterbacks. Tampa Bay has done the best job weathering and taking advantage of their rebuild and their next era in the midst of a down division. So, big reason they've won 4 in a row. Can Atlanta, can Carolina, New Orleans, can they catch up? Because right now, like you said, Tampa Bay's been the dominant team in this division.
Greg, you lived it, you know it. While these may not be the biggest markets in the league, the rivalries amongst these teams really elevates what you see when you watch the NFC South go head-to-head, too.
Yeah, and over the years, there's been some major games played between Hall of Fame quarterbacks in uniform for all these teams. So it has a lot more history and a lot more, kind of relevance than maybe it feels as of late. The markets are a little smaller. The teams have been down. They might not have the premier star players that they had in past generations. So they've got to continue to rebuild these rosters, continue to have these new coaches find their footing. And, we might be a year or two away from the NFC South getting back to what it used to be. Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Forced out to his right. He'll take off again. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
For a Cardinals.
On the give. This is Connor. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. first time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 on the 22-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. Now it is first and goal. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
He'll try to work the screen with Connor.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So now, Rader, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. He'll start at the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Into the hands of Hubbard. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A run with Hubbard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Carolina first down.
First down, Panthers.
Young going to give it to Brooks. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
First down, Carolina.
There's a handoff to Hubbard. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now Young gonna keep it himself.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on third down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those third down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
So it is 4th down, and here comes Matthew Wright for the Panther field goal. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Panthers are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cardinals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality. You just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
Absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6-11 at the bottom looking up, it's pretty remarkable. But to your point, Mike, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many elements. The way the NFL schedule is set up, it's all tied. If you're good, they're trying to bring you back down towards the middle. If you're bad, they're trying to bring you up towards the middle. It's a league of parity. It's a league of ups and downs. And the teams that can break through that and sustain success, we got to give them a lot of credit.
And what I love about this division, Greg, is the different philosophical challenges that defenses see. We know Kyle Shanahan does with the Niners, the Rams and Sean McVay, always at the top end of the game. And then the unpredictability of Kyler Murray, plus the physicality that Seattle has played with. You've got to have a lot of clubs in your bag to play defense in the NFC West.
Oh, absolutely. And just think even a couple years ago, it was even harder when those teams were all competing for Super Bowls year in and year out. So it's a really good division. You have to be able to play really
the
tough.
Pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Derek Brown, former 7th overall selection, gets the sack there.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Murray from the gun on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Cardinals. 1st down and goal to go.
Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This about as short as you can get. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's Young. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. It's our 2nd week in studio, 2nd week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on their AFC North rivals, the Cleveland Browns. It's the man who had over 1,900 yards last season, Derrick Henry. He'll power it in from 1 yard out. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Jaylen Warren. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. The Steelers even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And here it's Tua hooking up with his main man, Jalen Waddle. 30 yards on the touchdown pass. The Dolphins are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-all outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Trevin Wallace. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
That'll be taken in by Connor. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Now Murray on 3rd and long. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. The Cardinals line up for a punt. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, and you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival, so you won a coin toss, and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes.
A second effort, and he is in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Panthers. His first touchdown of the new campaign. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Right adds the extra point. And the Panthers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Cardinals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
Yeah, you know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. And Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, Mike, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back?
Oh, a loose football. And it looked like the Cardinals were quick to react and get on it. So no turnover. They keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
The Cardinals lining up 4 punts as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he's finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets to the Panthers' 28-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. Now Dowdle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Young to throw. He's got his tight end, Arande Gatson, the seconds. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a give left side for Hubbard. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. Now it's 2nd and 1.
At the 9-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Young. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down. 1st and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Young. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3.
So 3rd and goal inside the 5, Mike. Defensively, what you're trying to do is, of course, keep him out of the end zone. But the second step is don't allow them to have any decision about whether or not they want to go for it on 4th down. So now after that sack, they take the loss and probably leads to a field goal attempt.
And they're going to get him the 2nd time. He goes down again.
Everybody on that sideline, when you find yourself in a goal-to-go situation, you're all thinking the same thing. You're getting 6. Well, next thing you know, you've given up 2 sacks on the previous 3 plays, and I think here on 4th down, I've lost all confidence in my protection, and I think you got to settle for the 3. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Murray going to look to do it himself. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd down, Murray. They'll try to set up the screen here. Whoa. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Connor. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run 1st carry of the game for Trey Benson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings us.
So 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
That's another Cardinals 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Keeping it himself. And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's 3rd and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late scoring. But they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. Panthers offense ready to take over once more. So start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Young. Short one there, caught by Tremble. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground, it's Sauter. And he's going to have that first down. Tackle made up around the 35.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Panther first down.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
On second down, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. To throw is Young. This one to the tight end, Tremble. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Roughing the passer, defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Young. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 19-yard line.
They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll bring this inside the 15. And that's good enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Panthers.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll get into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Whoa! Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cards offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He was dropped for the loss of a yard. Big Big play coming up. This is third down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
I say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The Panthers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Power run inside. Here's Connor.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. And that is incomplete. James Conner, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. And now here comes the punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And they'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He takes off. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Carry now for Brooks. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
And it brings up third down.
They'll drop to throw. That into the hands of Hubbard. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Cardinals offense getting set to get back to work. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That's Harrison in motion. On 1st down, it's Murray. Taking off, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. He'll step up and run, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
And the Cardinals first down.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. That one underneath here to Connor. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Murray. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
27 yards. That's good for a Cardinals.
He'll get up and spike it with 34 seconds to go. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's got room to roam. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. Here we go. 1st and goal. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. Card's going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. Can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll clock it there with 10 seconds to go in the game. And here we go. 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They get the victory here away from home to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson, and our terrific team behind the scenes. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.